Hello and welcome to 40 Entrepreneur Drive. I'm your host, Kenya. Before we get into the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep up with my new uploads on the channel. And also, hit the like button to let me and YouTube know what a fine job I'm doing. If you don't like the video or have something else to tell me, be sure to voice your opinion in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Here we go in 5 and 4 and 3, 2, 1. Okay. Hello, welcome to 40 Entrepreneur Drive. It's me, Kenya. Today's video is going to be the top 7 items you need to improve your workflow as a new YouTuber as you are making videos. Okay, so to make a YouTube video, you obviously need some type of recording device. Usually for people, it is their smartphone. This is an LG V20. It's like 4, maybe 5 years old. Still works. It's fine. I do a lot of recording on my phone, making sure for the best quality, I use the outward facing camera versus the selfie camera. And right now, I'm recording on my laptop, which is an Acer Aspire 5. I got it used at the pawn shop. It's okay, but I'm actually not using the built-in camera. I am using the Logitech camera, which I will show you right here. So here's my setup that I've got going on with my Logitech camera. Just for comparison's sake, you can check out the recording here. This is a recording using my LG V20 phone using the outward-facing camera. And this is a recording from the built-in camera on the Acer laptop. Okay, so right now I have got the Logitech camera set up right here, right on top of my laptop. And I also have my cell phone with the outward-facing camera. They're both at the same distance just for comparison of the resolution quality, or the clearness as I like to call it, just to see they're both very similar, but they're both better than the laptop. Use the best camera that you can afford, but I do recommend using an external camera, a webcam. They're only about $20 to $30. I believe I got that Logitech at my local Fry's electronics store, and it was less than $30. So, and it does have a few options that you can use that you can't really do on your laptop or computer camera, such as focus, having it follow your face, zoom in and zoom out. So it does have a couple of extra functions on there that I do like to use. The number 2 tip that I have for you is to try to find a quiet area to record in, unless you're specifically making a video about something outdoors or something busy. If you're having a presentation type of video like this, try to do it in a quiet room or at least a secluded area, so that you will cut down on unnecessary noise that may distract your viewer. Speaking of quiet areas, try to eliminate as much noise and interruptions as possible. That is tip number 3. So I do have my phone on silent, and if I don't have it on silent, I will put it on airplane mode. I have been in many situations where I'm recording and forget that my phone is in the room with me. Someone will FaceTime me, someone will call me, and I have to stop what I'm doing, delete that part out in the editing process, and it would have saved me a headache just to make sure that I have these items on silent so that they don't stop me when I'm in a good workflow. Also, like if you're doing a live stream or something like that, whether it's on your phone or on your laptop, make sure you turn your notifications off just for the time being, because even though you may not hear it as you're recording and going through it, those types of things actually do come through on the audio, either through the vibration or the notification sound for your viewer or watcher, and it can be a little bit distracting. Also, make sure you let your housemates know that you're recording so they don't accidentally walk through your recording area or knock on the door or ask you a question while you are recording. Tip number 4, handy accessories. So there are 2 items that I would like to mention in this portion that will level up your video taking once you're able to afford it. You don't have to do this, but I have a ring light in front of me, which is illuminating this small area. It's very helpful, especially since with the overhead blankets I've got for the soundproofing, The closet light that's on, you can't see it. So without this diva light, it's pretty dark in here. So this is me in my closet with the lights on, but you can't see very much outside of the glow from the laptop because I've got so many mattresses and blankets surrounding me for soundproofing that it actually blocks out the overhead light up there. So let me turn this diva light back on. Oh, what a difference. So yes, a good source of light is important for videos as well as the audio. Now, because I am doing voiceovers now on a separate channel, I do have a microphone right here. This is my microphone setup. This is the Scarlett Studio microphone by Focusrite. I've got everything set up there on a separate table. This is not an official microphone stand. It actually came with a stand that didn't work for my purposes, so I repurposed an old movable camera stand. And there's the pop filter, and here's my headphone set that I've got, and the preamp USB. I can't remember exactly what you call it. But in either case, that's my actual audio setup that I'm recording through right now. Having a fancy microphone like that is absolutely not necessary. It's something I'm doing because I'm doing voiceovers, and you do need a professional microphone for that type of work. But if you do have an external microphone, you can get a cheap one online or eBay or Amazon. I would suggest using that instead of the laptop microphone, which I notice sounds muffled sometimes. Another accessory to have handy while you're recording is a power supply. You may not think about this until it is too late. If you're recording on your laptop, make sure it is plugged in. If you're recording on your camcorder, make sure it's plugged in or that you have extra battery packs available. If you are using your phone, make sure it is fully charged or that it is plugged in. And wherever you're recording, make sure you have sources where you can plug in once your power is getting low. Those are things that I learned the hard way, and it's really frustrating sometimes when you are recording on a device and it dies on you, and then you have to scramble to find a plug, and then you have to go through the whole rebooting and waiting for your phone or your device to come back up, and hopefully that recording saved depending on what type of software you're using. Number 5 thing that you will need to optimize your recording space: water. Especially if you're going to be doing a lot of back-to-back recording like I have been doing lately. Mucho blah blah blah. And now I need agua agua. I like to have something with flavor in it. This is just vitamin water. And I also like to have just plain water as well. If you're going to be speaking for a long time in your video, or if you're going to be doing multiple videos back to back, make sure you are staying hydrated. Number 6, a mirror. You may not think that you need a mirror because you can see yourself in the camera, but just to have one on hand is helpful, especially right before you get on the camera, just to make sure you don't have any eye boogers, make sure there's no food in your teeth, make sure your face is not dry, which mine usually is because I always forget to put on moisturizer. Yeah, just check yourself out up close and personal before you get on the camera, because there are things that you will notice in the mirror that you may not notice until after you have recorded. So yeah, make sure your hair is in place. If your hair is not in place, make sure you keep either a comb or brush or something on hand to lay down those edges or pick your hair out depending on what type of look you're going for. Things like chapstick, or lipstick. I noticed in a couple of my latest videos, my lips were looking dry and ashy, so I'm starting to keep something to keep my lips moisturized in here. And again, with the face, making sure your face doesn't look ashy. I've got some moisturizer here. This is my favorite moisturizer that I use for my skin. So yeah, put some on right now because I feel a little bit dry. Also, I noticed I was watching a video um on some model. I don't remember what I was watching, but the model gets like a little mini face massage before every take. And when you're massaging your face, it actually brings like a little glow to your face because you're increasing the circulation. You know what I mean? Increase the circulation and blood flow, and it gives you just a nice little it gives you a nice little extra peak of color. I don't know if that made a difference or not, but at least I'm not ashy. Tip number 7, notes. What? Notes. I would like to think that I am so prolific that I can just speak off the cuff and make amazing videos that will wow people, but I tend to talk a really long time and I tend to go on tangents. Well, if I have my notes here, I know I can at least hit my bullet points and stay on topic and stay within the amount of recording time that I want. So you can have it written down like bullet points, highlights, a numbered list, which is what this is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or you can have it in an outline form. And this does not make you less authentic. It just makes you more organized. And that way you can make sure you don't forget any points that you wanted to say, and it will help keep you on task and on topic. So those are my 7 tips to help you optimize your recording workflow. I hope that you found it helpful. If so, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who could benefit from it. I'll see you in the next video. 25 minutes, good Lord.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow me on social media.